In last lecture, we have introduced keyof. In this one, I will show you how you can define multiple generic parameters. Okay, so let's create here a new type. I will be defining this type for a function. So let's say type, and this will be logger type. Okay, it will be type of the function. So logger, let's say we'll define the type, which will be the function that returns string and takes multiple parameters. Let's say it takes param1, which is a type string. It will take param2, which is a type of the number. Now when I will define the logger type to some of my functions, so let's write here, I will write here const superlogger. It doesn't really matter the name. I will specify it's the type of the logger. Then I need to make this condition. It has to be function, takes the two parameters, one string, one number, the other one number, and returns string. So I need to define here function. Okay, that takes two parameters. One parameter will be, let's say, name of type string. The other way will be the age of type number, of course, and we are returning string. So let's return here hard-coded string, hello world. Now I'm meeting condition of the logger, getting two parameters, returning string value. But what if I would like to make it generic? So I will define what types I'm expecting to from logger. So our type definition will define here the logger taking three generic parameters, let's say t, all right, defining then, let's say, e parameter, all right, and then defining r parameter. All right, as a param1, I can define here t, all right, as the e, I can define here e, and as a return type, I can define here r. And now I can tell to the logger, okay, you are a logger, which will accept as a first parameter string, as a second, it will accept the number, and as a return type, will be returning string. Okay, now I can also remove these things here. I don't need them because I'm defining it there in the logger. So name is a string, age is the number, and I'm returning string. So that's how you can define multiple generic parameters. And of course, you can these keywords here, this type parameters here. You can define whatever name you want. It should be something meaningful. So usually, maybe you will, if this case of a param1, param2, I would call it maybe let's say fp for a first parameter, fp second parameter, and r can stay for the return or return type. The naming is just important for you and for your developer team, as you will decide to choose the naming for the type. So now, of course, I need to change it. fp second parameter, and now the return type, and everything will work as before. We just change the names of the type parameters. Of course, if you want, you can also provide the default values. In the case you're not providing here any typing parameters, so usually what you see, maybe you can also format it like this. If you have a lot of parameters, okay, and you will define here simply, or actually I can also do this, and I will define here the default value for the first parameter. I can say here will be string, the second parameter will be number, and the return type will be by default string. So when I will define here, let's say another logger function, so const logger, this will be type of the logger. I don't need to define here any parameters at all. I'll go straight to the function. All right, and of course I'm getting here error because it's specifying here string number string. So for the first parameter, I'm going with the string. So let's say this could be logger for a cars. So I can get here a car brand, so brand. Then we are getting here numbers, so age, let's say, and I will write here return. I can join these two together, brand plus age, and this will get me string when you are joining the strings plus numbers. All right, so I don't need to define here any specific types because they are already by the default provided here as a string, number, string. So first parameter, second parameter, and the return type will be string as well. Okay, but if I want to change it, I can provide here these parameters here. Okay, guys, so that's how you're providing multiple generic parameters. And let's continue. Let's continue next lecture, and we'll go into the last difficult concept, and after that, I promise we'll be working on our Next.js application. So see you in the next one.